Few coaches have enjoyed success in the history of NCAA Division III men's soccer quite like head coach Chris Waterbury, who amassed a 477, 169, and 165 overall record across 36 years of being a head coach, and a 453, 151, and 62 mark over 33 years at Plattsburgh State. Chris led the Cardinals to 26 consecutive winning seasons from 1988 to 2013, the 12th longest streak in Division III men's soccer history, in addition to 8 SUNYAC titles and 11 NCAA Division III tournament appearances, which included a run to the national semifinals in 2005. Chris concluded his career with the 11th most wins in the history of Division III soccer and the most in the history of the SUNYAC.
I actually never visited Plattsburgh at all, and that's probably a testament to his recruiting techniques that he convinced me to come up here. And I was living in the Westchester area at the time, and so he convinced me to come up here sight unseen and got me to come up and play for him. So we talked a lot on the phone, and the cool thing about Waterbury is he can relate to anybody. He's got a story about anything. So with me being from England, straight away he talks about living in Scotland when his dad was deployed and stuff like that, and so he found a way to relate to me on the phone very quickly. Then when I came up here for pre-season, we first met. I was actually walking down the campus trying to find the field because I had no idea where it was, and I had a soccer t-shirt on, so he pulled over and picked me up, and that was the first time we met, was kind of in the back of his minivan a little bit. So my first impressions of him were just a truly nice guy, the same impression that everyone has, a guy that loves to have a laugh, loves to make a joke, but just wants to make people happy. He would start training with a game, and it sounds ridiculous because it is, but he would put everyone out there in 2 teams, and he wouldn't tell anyone the rules of the game. And so we had to figure out the rules of the game, and so if someone passed the ball to someone else, he'd blow a whistle and give a free kick. So we realized, okay, we can't pass the ball. So then we'd say, okay, let's try picking it up and throwing it. And we'd throw in, everyone would look at him, and he'd just stand there and go, and he would do it like a man. He wouldn't even speak, and so we'd do this all the time, and he'd change the rules all the time, and it'd be, you know, sometimes you got to throw the ball to someone who's got to head the ball in, but they're just one of the unique things they did to bring the team together. And then on a real kind of serious level, my best memory of Chris is the last time we spoke when I was a player. We lost in the NCAA tournament to Amherst, and it was at St. Lawrence University, and you know, everyone's emotional when your career ends and all that, and I went over to him and Coach Spear and just said, thanks for everything, you know, I had an amazing experience with you guys. And the best thing he's ever said to me, and I don't even know if he remembers saying it, but he said, this isn't the end, this is just the beginning, you're staying with us. And you know, that was a real special moment where obviously again we're emotional at our career ending, but he was saying, no, this is just the beginning, and we're going to help you start your career. So that's definitely something that has always meant a lot to me about him.
A people person. I think he's a wonderful people person, and I think what enabled him in coaching, especially in the collegiate coaching thing, venue, is his ability to recruit and get along with people and communicate with them and so on. And he just, I think he's always been well liked with his peers throughout the conference. Many of his team members, you can see when they have come back to various homecoming and alumni events, he keeps great contact with a lot of these people, and I think that's what really made him successful. He knew how to get the right people here to help him, develop the product on the field. So he's just a great people person that way, and that really lent into his, what makes him the quality coach he's always been. Well, I think when you've been doing it for over 30 years, 33 I believe, when he finally retired this past summer, the longevity, you're doing a lot of things right. I think he helped the sport grow, not only here at Plattsburgh, but he helped it grow in the local community. He's taken a team, when he inherited the team way back in the mid-'80s, a team that was not near 500, well under 500, not a lot of success going on, to eventually take them to be perennial SUNYAC power. Ultimately, probably the pinnacle year in 2005 when we went to the Final Four. I think he's built a product that is sustainable. It's a great foundation, and to be in it for 30 some odd years, you got to be doing something right. And I think that also carried on. You mentioned the community. It carried in the community. There's a lot of the community soccer, I think, is raised in itself. He'd been involved with club soccer and had great rapport with many of the high school programs around here.